And I do believe that the reason that I went through everything I went through was so that I would know how lucky I was to have John.
You do not want to miss today's special episode of Days of Our Lives. It's a tribute to Deidre Hall, who is celebrating 50 years as Dr. Marlena Evans, with so many amazing flashbacks. And to celebrate, we teamed up with the Television Academy to sit down with Deidre as part of our Access Icons, the Interview series. And in part 2 of our in-depth interview, Deidre looks back at her other iconic projects, including a super show from back in 1976. The same year that you started Days, Electra Woman and Dinah Girl.
Days was good enough to let me shoot my scenes on the weekends.
Activate Electra change.
Deidre starred as the superhero Electra Woman on the Saturday morning children's series, but as much fun as it looked, it was hard work.
We were shooting on a soundstage that had no air conditioning.
Ooh.
In the middle of summer.
Okay.
And we were wearing, as you may have noticed, a lot of spandex and a body mic.
Yeah.
So lunch hour was to take everything off, go to the bathroom, or maybe get some lunch in the meantime.
10 years later, Deidre was cast in Our House as a widow who goes to live with her late husband's father, played by Wilford Brimley. Deidre became the first actor to star on daytime and primetime simultaneously.
I'll be all right. I will. I keep telling that to myself. When I read for Jessie, I really wanted it so much. And a lot of that decision came down to Wilford Brimley. And he felt that I was too glamorous for the part. And we met and had a lovely visit. And I said, I don't know how this is going, but I love this woman, and I really want to play her.
Of course, Wilford said yes, and the two developed a strong working relationship, one that made a huge difference in Deidre's life.
When I was doing Our House, I was doing In Vitro at the same time. And one of the mornings that we were working, I made the call and they went, sorry, didn't work again. And Wilford and his cronies were sitting off to the side, and I went over and I sat on his lap. And he just did this. And then they called us on set, and I said, we should go. And he said, not until you're ready. How does he do that? How does he know? I mean, he had no idea what I was going through, but he had a sense that there was something important going on, and he would just see that through.
And now, so many years later, Deidre finds herself on 2 shows once again. In addition to Days, she's guest starred on Hacks as a fictionalized version of herself, who also happens to be the mother of Jimmy, played by show co-creator Paul W. Downs.
Can you be off book for 8 pages by morning?
Baby, are you kidding? I'm in soaps. I could be off book for Hamlet in 20 minutes.
How did it come together?
Our showrunner's mother was a big fan of the show, and he called her and he said, hey, look, we're doing some scenes with my mother on the show. And she said, why don't you get Deidre Hall to do it? And so I got the call saying, you want to come and play with us?
Yeah.
And it was, I would kill to do comedy. I love comedy. Yes, please, I'll be right there.
More comedy for Deidre. We need that, okay? Days of Our Lives airs weekdays on Peacock.